Hello.
How do you, Dan?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Basement Brothers. It's good to be back live again on this Wednesday night. We are excited to talk a bit tonight about our vacation that we took down to Indiana to visit with relatives and the importance of taking breaks. We didn't have much time to do any research on this, so it's going to be all first-hand experience and our current trip to Indiana. So that's what we're talking about tonight.
We literally got back today.
Yeah, we literally got back, like 2 hours ago, I think?
Like 3, but yeah.
3 hours ago? Yeah. So we quick got everything set back up again because my camera I had taken with me, so we had to set that back up. And we took a break to eat some dinner, relaxed a bit. And then
the gaming episode is going to be up later today than usual.
Yes, I will be working on that. Is my camera still not in focus? It still looks a little... Sorry, this is a continual process here. All right. One of these times I'll get it right. Hey, Zach. Good to see you in chat. First person not talking in the show. That's true. Joe does not get credit.
I mean, I wasn't talking in the show when I put in the first.
I mean, that's true. But do you have random facts for us, Joe?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do have random facts.
So,
well, yeah. Why don't you just take that away?
Every year, between 1.5 and 2 million students in the U.S. go on spring break and collectively spend more than $1 billion.
Oh my gosh, $1 billion?
Oh, it says over $1 billion here.
Just in spring break alone.
However, I don't know how trustworthy this source is because I literally just Googled random facts about spring break and read off the first thing I found. So how reliable the source is, no clue. But hey, it's a fact I found.
It is a fact.
It may be BS, but...
a very, very random fact.
Yeet.
Yeet. So yeah, when it comes to breaks, we think it's important to take them. I definitely needed a break after going through some things last week. Specifically, a comment that really got to me online. But I've resolved that issue now, and it was nice to take a break away from everything and be able to cool down and spend some time with family.
My break was mostly spent sleeping.
Yeah, it was. Joe had an interesting trip.
So, simply put, I had really bad allergies hit me, like, right before we went on our trip.
You can still hear a bit of that.
Yeah, I might sound a little nasally. I might have a few sniffles throughout the show today. But yeah, really, really bad allergies. So much to the point that that mom actually thought I was, like, full-on sick.
Oh, yeah. We all pretty much thought you were sick.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty bad.
Except for I knew I've had allergies in the past this time of year, and I knew it was just allergies because it was all the same things. But it was bad enough that, like, through the night, I don't want to go too in. How do I say this without being gross?
Oh, man.
I would lose so much water through processes that I would, runny nose. I would lose a lot of water through my runny nose. And I actually woke up dehydrated and was having some dehydration issues. But after I drank water, that got better.
That's what you're saying caused your dehydration?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure you just weren't drinking enough water?
No, I was drinking water like 24/7.
Because we did walk quite a bit when we went to... we actually went to the museum.
James, I had a water bottle in hand, and I was drinking it like constantly.
All right.
And that was before we went to the museum.
No, but we went to Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah, but I had the dehydration before we went to the museum.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I lost because it was just constantly running.
So for those of you that don't know, we're from Wisconsin and we have relatives down in Indiana. So we took a 6-hour drive, right?
Well, ours actually went a little faster than we expected. It ended up being like 5 hours.
It did. It was 5 to 6 hour drive to get there. And then we took an extra, probably half-hour drive to get over to the Museum of Science and Industry over in Chicago. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was out of it for part of the trip. Honestly, I kind of planned it last minute. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can go. And then we headed down. So Yeah, so Museum of Science and Industry, that was our second stop, because initially, so our week, as events go, it was Twincade, which is like this arcade place in downtown Griffith, right?
Which is where our relatives live.
Yep. So we went to Twincade, and I've got all this footage going into my vlog for this next week, so you'll be able to see some of that. It's going to be pretty sweet. And then after we got to play some retro games there, and
Really
actually my favorite was pinball. I don't know about you.
Yeah, the pinball was amazing.
It's cool to actually have the tactile feedback in the paddles.
Yeah.
And see and feel the ball actually like hitting the different elements within the machine. That's just something that a computer can't replicate right now. So it was fun to use an actual pinball machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other retro style games. There was Dig Dug,
I played
Pac-Man,
and we
Mario.
got super lucky. The day we went there was the day we didn't even know this was a thing. Our relatives didn't know this was a thing. We didn't know this was a thing. But the day we went there was a all games are free day.
Yeah,
you didn't have to buy tokens.
It was literally the perfect timing because it was games are free.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to go around and play whatever retro game we wanted to.
And if one of them ran out of tokens, you'd go up and tell them, and they'd just come walk back out and put more tokens in for you.
Yeah,
you didn't have to buy them.
It was pretty cool.
However, had we decided to go the next day, we would have had to pay. But totally unplanned. And
man, they served these huge pretzels. We didn't get one.
I so wanted to get one.
But literally, these pretzels were like, what? Probably about that big.
Ish, yeah.
All the way around. Like, it would cover my entire camera from this far away. They were huge. And it's the soft pretzels with the big salt on top of it and stuff. And then they had like 3 different dips that would go with it. Yeah. Highly recommend going and checking out Twincade if you're ever
down in that area.
In Griffith area. For sure.
It doesn't seem like a place that'd be a neat vacation stop. It just seems like a restaurant or something. But
right.
No, it's actually a pretty interesting place to stop at.
Yeah. And then because day 2 is when we went over to
the museum.
The Museum of Science and Industry.
Because, we drove up there on Saturday. Sunday, we went to church in the morning, and then we went to Twincade.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday, we went to the museum.
Yeah. And I think the museum in itself, there was a lot that you could do there. Some of it was blocked off behind paywalls. Paywalls. It's not making it sound like a video game. But you could only see certain portions of the museum. So
without paying for it.
Yeah, we decided to do what was it called? The Omnimax Theater?
Oh, it was like the Great Dome Theater is what they called it. I don't think it was Omnimax brand.
So what?
Because they didn't label it Omnimax, but it was basically an Omnimax.
Right. So it's actually really cool. It's a whole big dome that from the backside, right? So it's got a bunch of little holes in it, and then from the backside is where the light is projected from. And then you're sitting in this dome, so it's like you're surrounded. In a sense, it's almost like 3D or VR in that sense.
Well, yeah, and it went all the way around your vision, like almost as far as you could see in your vision. It was just dome, one big screen. And
we were fortunate enough to get in right at the beginning of the line.
Yeah.
So then we could get the 2 middle seats. Joe and I had them.
I had the very center seat, however, because of my allergies. Oh, yeah, I didn't mention this. I ended up taking Zyrtec to take care of the allergies, and a side effect of that is being drowsy. So I was like watching the thing. Even though it was about these big tornadoes, I kept slow, slightly dozing off.
I was sitting right next to him, and I all of a sudden I look over and I see him just doing this like. And I had to nudge him and I'm like, dude, wake up. He's falling asleep. And in his defense, though, like he said, he took Zyrtec and he was in this chair that probably had you leaning back.
The chairs lean back like this much.
Like way back.
Yeah.
And so it was really relaxing. It was nice and warm and it was perfect
and they had
sleeping
the soothing
environment. Well, some wouldn't
sounds.
Really call a tornado soothing, Joe.
Well, the sounds are pretty soothing if you listen to them. They're windy. Oh. It's the wind.
But that was the one extra thing we paid for. Otherwise, you can walk around and see the different. There was an agriculture section. There was a circus section.
There's actually
one of my favorites was the submarine, the
U-505.
Yep, U-505.
It's the only submarine that the U.S. actually was able to like capture and take back for us.
Yeah.
During World War II.
So, and you could pay for a tour, like to get on board of it, and that would have been cool, but
we did that last time we were there.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't with you last time.
I know.
So, but no, it was cool to see a whole like big World War II submarine.
And it was the actual submarine that they captured. It wasn't like a
Well, they had footage. They actually had footage of them putting it in place.
Yep.
What year was that again? It was fairly like in the 2000s, I thought, or maybe early 90s. Yeah. But it was really cool because there was a lot of history behind. Obviously, there's a lot of history behind it, and then they had mechanics of how like the torpedoes worked, and how the sub itself would function. And you don't realize either how big it is until you see one in person. Like, it's super long. Did you find it?
1954 it was donated to them.
Right, but they didn't move it in 1954.
But I don't know when I can't find when they moved it in.
Because that footage was not from 1954.
No, it wasn't.
And I'm sure they had to build some sort of, like, they had to build the structure that it sits on kind of deal first. But anyway, that was really cool to see. And then on top of that, we checked out, I would say, my second favorite area. Ooh, what was my second favorite? Probably going through the space exploration section. They actually had a piece of moon rock from the moon. Right, Joe?
Yeah. They had a little piece. They had a
little piece of the moon.
That was interesting. It was like it was in a case.
Yeah.
Like doubly encased. So I found it. It was moved in 2003.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought it was early 2000s. So yeah, it was really cool to see all the different
2004
segments.
Yeah.
2004, 2003, 2004. What else was it? The space actually had the Apollo capsule too, right?
It wasn't an Apollo capsule. It
wasn't?
I don't think it was Apollo. It was some sort of real capsule. I don't know what.
No, they had. There was the Gemini one, and then wasn't there an Apollo one there as well?
Maybe. I know they had a model of the LEM, like a life-size model.
Yeah, but I'm not talking the LEM. I'm talking the capsule.
I don't.
It was right before you went into the theater, bro. How could you miss that?
Oh yeah, that was Apollo 8. Yeah,
Apollo 8. The capsule from Apollo 8 was.
And then
there
I also had one from Gemini.
Yep. So to see actual capsules was pretty cool.
I followed up real nice 2-hour thing 2 weeks ago. Was that? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Companies in space.
Yeah, companies in space.
In fact, they had a scale model of the, what was it called? Something 9.
Oh, the Falcon 9?
Falcon 9, yeah, that was
it.
They had a scale model of it. Not
life size. No, I thought they had a Dragon. The Dragon crew capsule.
Yeah, Apollo 8, that's right. Yeah, okay. Was it? I think it had 2 stickers on it. One said Dragon and one said Falcon 9. But when I looked it up, it was the Falcon 9. I don't know why they had 2 stickers on it, but they did.
Oh, they remember the submarine being moved in.
That would have been a neat thing to see.
03. I technically probably could have seen it, or maybe I even did see it, and I don't remember it. Oh, man.
If I would have seen it, I would have been a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, literally.
1 or 2.
Yep, Apollo 8. So the space section was probably my second favorite place to look at. And then seeing all the human anatomy was interesting.
Yeah, they have a whole section where they have like
it was a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little
creepy and
little creeped out at the same time.
But it was actual like a human, like they had people that donated their bodies and they like created models with their body and put them on display and preserved them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Lenin's tomb, but instead for scientific viewing purposes, because they don't just have one body, they have all the organs from the body, so you can see each system individually from an actual human. Kind of creepy, but
Well, because
It was
they
interesting.
had like one display that was the nervous system.
Mhm.
They had one that was the
And you
digestive
saw like
system.
every single nerve that remained
Yeah.
intact. There were probably some that got broken.
Well, yeah,
because
it's not
too small,
100% accurate, but like it gave you a good idea of what it
Mhm.
looks like.
It was really interesting seeing the cardiovascular system, where
Oh yeah,
you saw like all the veins, and then it like was the liver was just like an explode, like the liver and the kidneys were just like explosions of veins.
yeah. No, I would say the eye tracking station was pretty interesting too,
Oh yeah.
because they had a station set up where you set your chin like on top of it, and then you'd look at a screen, and they had an eye tracker below that would watch your eyes, and so you could see where your eyes were naturally drawn in the images. So someone in a red dress would walk by, and
Mhm.
you'd see the red, and your eyes would automatically
Because
be
apparently
attracted
red
to that.
is more eye-catching,
Mm-hmm.
is what the video said.
So yeah, a lot of cool stuff at the Museum of Science and Industry. If you're in that area, the train set. One last thing from that, there was a
Oh, yeah.
huge railroad track and model of literally of Chicago. I don't what. Do you know what scale it was?
No, it wasn't scale model.
It wasn't a scale. It was just
No, because it
okay.
went all the way out to Seattle.
That's right. That's right.
So
Well,
it
but
was-
like the buildings and stuff are a certain scale. So are the
yeah,
trains.
I have no clue what the scale was though.
I don't either. But it was pretty amazing to see that. Pretty amazing considering it was taken out of the body and reconstructed, especially the nervous system and circulatory system. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Just kind of creepy in the same sense.
Yeah.
But no, they had it was the transportation section, right?
Yeah.
So there were several planes hanging above in this area. There was a Stuka, a Spitfire. There was the Wright brothers plane. That one wasn't hanging, but it was over in the side section. You could walk through. What do you remember? What type of plane that was?
It was some sort
It
of
was
airliner.
It was an old passenger plane.
Yeah. And let's just not.
Let's just not talk about that comment.
Mom, why would you mention that?
Uh,
Anyway.
oh man. And then so you could go up on the balcony and walk through the passenger plane, and then as you looked over the edge of this balcony area, you could look down onto this model where the trains would be going around. There were so many trains.
Yeah.
So many trains, and I personally like model trains.
There are even portions where you could interact with it because there was like a button for you could push. that
Oh
would
really?
act-
I
yeah.
missed that part.
There are a few. I only found 3 of them, but they didn't interact with the trains themselves. They would
Yeah.
interact with other parts of the model. Like for example, one of them would open the drawbridge, so you could see, and they would play
Oh.
audio to like what the drawbridge opening, and then have a ship noise.
That's cool.
There was another section where it was like, it was out in like the west, like old west area, where it was like a tree, and it said, "Be the lumberjack and fell the tree." So you'd push the button, and then you'd hear timber, and then you'd see one of the little like the little tiny trees just fall over. And then the other one I remember, you heard like an explosion noise, and it blew up, and it part of the cave went into the ground, so it was like you blew up a new portion of the cave. So yeah, there was also you can interact with the thing too.
A 727.
A 727. Oh, is that the plane?
Yes, you are correct, Zach. It is my father's
Yep.
birthday today.
Happy birthday,
So
Dad!
special shout out. Happy birthday, Dad. He is, maybe he doesn't want me to say his age.
Let's not say it unless he's willing to put it in chat.
I don't think he cares, right?
If he cares, he'll. If he's fine with people knowing it, he'll put it in chat.
Okay. Well, yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you.
Happy.
That's the Museum of Science and Industry. And like I said, I've got a lot of footage from that day. I filled a whole SD card full of footage from that day. And I'm looking forward to editing that all out and sharing it with everyone because it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to see.
You mentioned the weather section where they had the.
Yeah,
the
there was
Tesla coil.
there was a, how tall was it?
A really big Tesla coil. I don't know. Oh, Mom put it in chat.
The big 5-0, 50 years old. Yes. Mom revealed it. so I can't be in trouble for it, right? The weather section had a really tall, like probably 2-story, 3-story.
It was big.
Vortex. I don't know if you'd call it a tornado, but like it was. They had a steam machine, I guess you could say, at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then a fan at the top that would create this
and
tall
fans at the bottom
vortex.
too.
Yeah, that would create a tall vortex. And they actually let some people come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a show that they did with it. And then over just a little ways over in that same section, they had a huge Tesla coil on the ceiling that they would light off every once in a while and do a show with that too.
And another interesting fact, this is a bonus fact.
Fact.
I saw in the cafeteria that they had like interesting facts of their museum set up along the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was that every single one of the fans, and there were 6 fans, it said, in the tornado thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them was about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh, man. Those are some big fans. Wait, what?
Taking breaks is important.
But it is important. Taking breaks are... No.
No, because it's
No, it should not be
verb.
important.
It's a verb. Taking breaks is important. Now, if breaks were doing something, you'd say break. If you were to say breaks are important, that'd be right. But if you're taking breaks, the taking is a verb.
Of the breaks.
So you would use is because you're referring to the verb, not noun breaks. Grammar lessons.
Grammar lessons with Joe. Yeah, that was the Museum of Science and Industry. I think that covers it all. We went through the ice section too. That was pretty cool. 3-dimensionally projected globe.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. It does sound weird now that I say it out loud. It does sound weird, but I think it's right.
Though.
Yeah,
because the subject is taking.
Anyways, the next day was also very cool, and some people would probably argue on that point, but for us, it was very cool. Yes, Joe got that shirt.
You can see what it's.
I got this shirt. I know you can't really see it where it's at, but it's there.
We're both wearing our shirts from it.
We went to the RV museum. I don't remember what the whole title was.
RV/Manufactured Home Hall of Fame and Museum.
Elkhart, Indiana.
Yep. Recreational Vehicle and Manufactured Home Hall of Fame and Museum. It's got a really long title.
Really long title, but also it was very, very interesting to see because within this museum there were all sorts of old campers and RVs that were manufactured, and it was interesting to see the evolution of these travel devices. So you even got to see like one of the first campers, right? That first one in line, it was like 1916.
Yeah,
was the first built like, or I guess you say RV camper.
RV recreational vehicle.
Yeah,
I believe it's an RV technically.
Taking a break is important. No, because breaks can be...
breaks isn't overall, because that can mean taking one break in your whole life.
My goodness, people. Like, what?
Why is grammar...
It's proper grammar. I was correct. Deal with it, all right? This has become such a big thing. The title is maybe not wrong, but maybe it is. It just sounds weird, all right? And now you're making Joe research this in the middle of the show when we're talking about the awesome RV Hall of Fame Museum. All right. What are you doing then?
You'll see in a minute.
Oh, man. Anyways, we went around this whole museum, and at the very end, well, there are a few notable campers to point out. One would be the Eagles RV, where this guy literally decked out a whole RV to be Eagle, like he was a big Eagles fan for football, and he decked out the whole thing to be Eagle, like, promotion and fan-based. Like, what was on the side, Joe? You had 2 quarterbacks, I think, from the team, and then for some reason he had the Pope in an Eagle jersey
there, that's what
on the side of the what? Quit all the shenanigans with the grammar. It are all well. Don't worry about any it. What? Oh my word. That's what you spent all that time typing? When I'm trying to talk about the RV museum, Joe? This is where you're putting your... Is this an appropriate use of time on the show?
It's a great use of time, bro.
Oh my word. All right. But the Eagles RV was very interesting. The amount of money that this individual sunk into that RV
that was
astonishing. Because there were 3 TVs, right? There was one inside in the front.
Yep.
Then there was one in the back
bedroom.
with like 2 big sound bars on the side.
And then there was the outdoor one.
And then of course you had to have the one outside. And this person traveled to how many games?
A lot. Remember? And he had like 3 teams sign the RV itself.
Yeah.
He had one of the coaches sign.
And then there was what did they call it? Like, I guess you could say the trailer for Mae West. Probably none of you know who Mae West is, unless you're of the older generation.
It was a car or something.
Yeah. But the back of it looked like it was the back of a train car. Like the what's the last car in a train car?
Trolley. Oh, caboose?
A caboose. It looked like the back of a caboose. I don't know why I forgot that. But yeah, they had like the lights on the back and a little porch area that they could step out onto. It was really interesting. And then the other notable one would be where they took the bottom part of a Cadillac, and then they like chopped it in half and then stuck a top onto it. I don't even know. Like, it was really cool because the front, as a Cadillac typically does, has like all those jagged edges, and it looked real slick. That was my favorite one. What was your favorite one, Joe?
The ridiculously long one, I think.
Yep, and that would be the other really notable one.
Either that one or the same one as you.
It was... Oh, yeah, you like the other one? There was one other one I liked, and it was like the silver one. It was a car, but it could be lived in, and it had one table in the back that could be converted into a bed.
Was that the really small one?
It was somewhat small, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a silver... It was like a bullet. It looked like a bullet almost.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So that was my other favorite one, but the Cadillac one I think comes in first. And then, yeah, the other notable one was a 46 feet, right?
Yeah, 32.
No, it wasn't 32.
42.
Oh, 42. 42 foot long trailer. And it was huge. It was so long. It was crazy. I actually had to use my wide angle 360 camera just to capture the whole thing. It was crazy. And I'm really thinking I might do this where I took a whole 360 video. The baby Airstream, that was pretty cute too.
Oh yeah.
You guys really like the Airstreams. I think they're okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Airstreams are cool.
I thought the leather one was interesting.
Oh, yeah. I missed that one, I guess. Or I guess I missed the fact that it was made out of leather.
It was made out of leatherette. It was like casing or something like that.
That's interesting. No, but I'm really thinking about I took a 360 video, and it's like almost 5 minutes long, I think. I think it's like 4 minutes. Where I took my 360 camera and I walked around the entire museum. So you can actually like look around and see everything while I'm walking around. You can pause it and look around.
You can't go inside of the...
No, I didn't go into any of them with that, except for the long one, but that's a separate video. But I'm thinking about just posting that video and turning off notifications so no one gets notified. But if anyone wants to look it up, then I can like link out to it. Like, here's the full video of the museum, because it was that cool just to walk through them. But if you're ever in Elkhart, Indiana, definitely...
and then
take a quick detour.
And then afterwards, go to
Bacon Hill
Kitchen and Pub.
Pretty good little place.
Not good health wise.
Yeah,
good.
That's basically the only place I ate that day.
If you don't go for health, then go for that for taste.
Yeah, that was a pretty fantastic place. So that would be our trip. That basically sums it all up. Oh, and we're actually doing pretty good on time.
Yeah.
But the importance of taking breaks. Let's talk about that for a second. Joe, for you, is it important, or why is it important to take breaks?
Well, life can just get stressful, and having a break really can relieve some of that. Like, that's if you're feeling really stressed out over whatever it be, like work or school, taking a break it'll relieve you of that while you're on it. And if you're procrastinating stuff make sure you don't procrastinate stuff while you're over your break, because that will cause you more stress when you get back. But if you have time to take a break and it won't get in the way of your stuff, take it.
Thanks, Joe.
Life lessons.
Life lessons with Joe. There's just so many different things that we learn from Joe, aren't there? For me personally, like I said, this one in particular was a much needed break. I needed to get back to my roots of taking video and enjoying it, because I think I've gotten so caught up in just making videos versus making them for me. You know, like I do make them for everyone else too, but I lost sight of why I make the videos in a sense. Because I make them for other people, but I also, when I started it, I made them for me, you know, to kind of document my journey and also to learn and build upon the skills that I already have. And I had gotten so caught up in just making sure I put out a video every week versus making videos that I enjoy. So it was a good break in that sense. And I think that's what breaks are really good for, are refocusing you, putting you back on track, finding what's important in whatever you're pursuing. So taking that break is a good breather to then kind of reflect on what you're doing in your life. Does that make sense? It's not so much that it is a break, but in that break, you're trying to figure things out and you're trying to recollect your thoughts. And at the same time, it's nice to visit with family and take a break and step out of that world that you're in to then just breathe and just kind of relax for a bit. And I definitely needed that because I was, like I said, I had a comment that kind of got to me in the previous week, and I had resolved it before I went on break. But then it was good to just have that break to relax and spend time with family and talk about things that I'm doing within my professional career and within my personal life. So that's why I think breaks are important, and that's why you should take breaks, because everyone needs a little time to just breathe, collect their thoughts, and move forward.
Also making memories.
Also making memories with people you love.
And it was nice seeing our relatives. We don't see them very often, and when we do, I always have a good time. I don't think I've ever had a bad time with those people.
Those people, they good.
Those
they good.
Indianians. What are people from
Indianians,
Indiana called?
Indianians?
Because they wouldn't be Indians, because that's from India. So would they be Indianians? Indianites?
I don't know. Indianians is probably the closest.
Wait, let me Google, what do you call a person from Indiana?
You would Google that. But no, it is good for spending time. And especially since we don't get to see that family much often, it's nice to actually meet up with them in person.
Indianians.
It is Indianians.
Or Hoosiers.
Hoosiers?
Hoosiers.
That doesn't correlate with Indiana at all.
Yeah, but it's a nickname. They're nicknamed the Hoosier State, so some terms for them as Hoosier.
Yeah.
And I heard some of our cousins say that while we were there, so that makes sense.
Did you not know at the time? You're just like, what?
Well, I had heard that before, but I didn't know that was like a everything.
Yeah, so that's why it's important to take breaks. Very important. And with that, we can move on, and it is time for... Ooh, hold on. Sorry, we just got back. I'm trying to figure this stuff out again. The 50 Cent Feature. Yeet. This week's 50 Cent Feature is Starting the Game.
Excuse me.
Starting the Game is this week's 50 Cent Feature. Starting the Game is a funny, fully narrated indie game with
Indianian?
indie game with gaming and tech memes.
Gaming and tech memes.
Yes, you heard me right.
The Maymays?
All right. Oh, I'm not even playing the video.
Oh, golly, this is a game. About starting the game. Featuring images. Please input your name.
Yes. So you get the idea. Desktop Minesweeper.
Oh, golly
it's gonna be a doozy.
Hard puzzles. Use WASD.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic. So we got
a golly gee.
I mean, it's got some good comments and some positive reviews.
Let's just jump right into it.
Joe is just ready to see what it's like.
I'm interested to see this.
All right, let me get our comments back up so we don't lose that. All right. 50 cents this week. So if it's good, we'll let you know. And then you can purchase it yourself. Sorry, this is the first time I've run this game. Apparently it's got Steam startup performing first time setup. What? I don't think we've ever had that for a game, have we?
Wait, not for a 50-cent feature.
No, this is the first time a 50-cent feature has done this to us. That could be a really good sign.
Could be a really bad one.
No, I don't think so. Well, this is awkward. Let's see what some comments say.
James. Oh, never mind.
What? No, we're just waiting. It'll go. Exceptionally, kinda abnormally good. That's an interesting review. Once you started the game, there is no going back. P.S. You might also give you PTSD. What a meme. Dude, would this install finish already? Nice game. It's a funny game. Didn't find any of the jokes corny. Worth $1 if you can spare it.
Hey, James.
And want a good laugh.
I'm super friendly with 25 letters of the alphabet. I just don't know why.
Did you just look up? Whoa. What was that?
Did you hear about the guy whose whole left side was cut off?
Are you just reading random jokes?
He's all right now. Please choose which voice you prefer.
What?
English click mail or English mail.
We can't. 100% off.
What?
We need to know volume though. All right, I think that's good. Good sound level. It's they cut it off right before it gets really good though. That song. A contractor named Hoosier employed on a Louisiana Portland
Louisville,
Canal.
not Louisiana.
Sorry, Louisville and Portland Canal preferred to hire laborers from Indiana. They were called Hoosiers men. And eventually all Indianians were called Hoosiers. All right. That's interesting. So, can I even select this one? Or is it going to make me click?
It just says click.
Oh, no.
Wait.
I can.
It's female or male?
Oh, no. It changed. It will only let you select. Ah! Please make sure your computer is plugged in. I can't.
Welcome to the game. Your number is 342987. I don't want to call you this. Input your name now.
Play. No. Click play. Then input your name.
Is this like the impossible game?
Royalty-free elevator music starts playing. Thank you.
I'm glad it's specified royalty free.
Do I have to click exit? Click play.
Oh gosh, this is
I don't understand.
50-cent feature.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. What? Okay, let's try this again.
Hey, I just got a notification on my computer. Hey, Boris Speed and Games are now available to play.
What?
Because
Oh.
you stopped playing the game.
Okay, well, let's...
Well, we just failed the game. We failed to start the game.
Achieved with sauce.
That's so loud. This is so confusing. I'm not sure what to expect from this game anymore. If it's even a game. Alright.
Do you know what reverse psychology is?
What? Why is the starting of the game a game that I'm confused with?
Do you know what reverse psychology is?
What? What?
Welcome to the game. Your
What?
number is
Click play.
342987.
No.
I don't want to call you this. Input your name now.
What name? What am I? Okay.
Wait. How did you get to that?
I just clicked play. I don't know.
Please
Okay,
put your
what do
name.
we put in as our name? I don't even know.
BB.
What?
Oh, hello, Mike. Nice name.
Oh.
Sounds unique.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did catch that, Joe. Maybe we should not be playing this game anymore.
Well, if it gets worse, we can
If
stop.
it gets worse, we'll stop. But we'll give it a shot here.
And if it gets worse, then it's gonna be a DQ. How about that?
Disqualified?
Yeah.
Sure. We can go with that. Are you Mike? No. What? This is so confusing. All right.
Is so confusing.
I'm Mike apparently. And now which button which
I found that hilarious. You said, "Oh, this is so confusing." Then it popped up on the screen.
look at, turn off
I know it is.
thick client. What is this game? And which mouse do I use? Do I use this one? Or is it going to turn it off?
Click on Mike.
Yeah, but which... You see what I'm saying? There's, like, I'm moving all of them. And if I click with this one, it might turn off. So maybe I should just click with this one? Maybe it didn't matter. What's my password?
Type in something random.
You. Looks like someone used this computer before. Let me clean it up for you. There you go. A lot better. So, you wanted to play a game, right?
They deleted one thing.
First, we will need to update the GPU drivers.
What? I can't
Let
even...
me just paste a script here. Now run the
What?
application.
What? I'm so confused. What application?
Minecraft.
There's... Wait, which... None of them say Minecraft.
What are all those ones?
They're all CubeCraft.
Oh. Okay, they're upside down Minecraft logos.
Yeah. Rant, which is a fidget spinner. New document. Driver speeder.
Do the driver speeder. It said you need
Hefty life. Oh man.
do the driver speeder. It said you need to update your GPU or maybe start menu.
I can't click on that one. Clicking random tiles. Mike does Minecraft.
Oh gosh.
No programs. I'm so... this isn't even a game.
Ah, you found an Easter egg.
Okay, this is getting weird.
Okay.
Run away. We're just gonna close this out. This is a weird game. Starting this game is a weird game. It gets a confused out of 20 for Basement Brothers. Right? Can we agree?
A confused out of 20?
Yes.
You gotta give it an actual score though. Unless it's DQ'd.
I think it's just DQ'd. It's a weird game.
Click one of those buttons and see what it does.
I don't want to click any more buttons. I'm scared it's gonna pop up with something weird.
Click I am a loner.
No, I'm not clicking any more,
Click
bro.
I am a loner.
I apologize for anything that comes up with this.
You really want to play that much? Okay, you can place one block for free. And
My hand
two
is on
more
the
when
X.
buying a DLC. Just joking. You can place the block now.
No, Joe, this game is scaring me.
Place the block.
You successfully placed a block.
Well done. I don't even
You.
understand.
Looks like someone used this computer before.
And then it just
Let
takes
me
you
clean
back.
it up for you. There you go. A lot better. So, you wanted to play a game, right? First, we will need to update the GPU drivers.
No, because it
Let me
updated
just
them for
paste
me.
a script here. Now run the application.
What?
The script, the new document. Because that's the...
Oh, is that what it's asking?
Yeah, he pasted the script in that
Oh,
document.
what did it do? Seems like it doesn't work. I think you did something wrong.
What?
Whatever. We don't need to play a game now. Let's do something else. Oh no! The computer crashed.
What?
Luckily, you have a USB stick with an OS installed. Insert it into the USB port.
What?
Serious? You can't even connect a flash disk. Oh, you've got a message.
No,
Sounds like
I'm
it.
done.
Wow.
I don't know what
Why
is
are
going
you
on in this
afraid
game.
of it, James?
This game, like, because Joe, anything can pop up in this game. It's too sketch to continue. That's what this is. A too sketch to continue. That's what this game is right now, Joe. All right, starting this game is interesting, or starting the game interesting. I'm too afraid to continue because I don't know what's coming. That's the problem that I have with this right now. You don't see this, Joe? You don't see the problem with this? You don't see any issue with continuing?
No, I don't.
Okay, well then you are blind to meme culture. You are blind to meme culture, Joe. All right, well, give it a review. We got to give it something.
I mean, I can't give it a fair, full review unless I was
Okay.
more. But
Well, that's fair. So
from what I've seen so far, it could give you some laughs.
it could. It possibly could give you some laughs.
So
I'm
is
just
it,
afraid to play it on stream. That's
think
what I
that-
gotta say.
I don't know if it's 30 minutes worth because we didn't get to the end, so we can't see how long it'll take you. Because it's
Okay,
kind
well,
of
based on the
storyline,
review,
but-
it's positive reviews. You can go based partially on that.
I would guess you could get your 30 minutes out of it, and I can guess you have some laughs with it because there were some stupid things in there that can make you laugh.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it a 5. Buy if you really think it's for you.
I would say if you enjoy memes, possibly give it a go.
So 6.
No, I would probably as well give it a 5.
So 10. Buy
So it gets a 10. It's a buy at your own risk, right?
with what we've seen. We can't be.
I would
fair
say
judges
I
of
would
this
say
game.
if you like memes, probably give it a buy, give it a go, see if you like it. If you're not into that meme culture, probably not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. But I'm too afraid to play it on stream live. I would play it and record it. I don't think I'd play it live though, because that you don't know what's gonna happen. That's the thing, the unknown. I have no clue what's coming up in this game, and what memes are going to present themselves.
That's true.
So that's why, yes, I would record it, but to show it live, I'm a little concerned. So there you go. Basement Brothers review, not full review. It's a half review. 10 out of 20. Buy at your own risk. If you like memes, give it a chance. All right. That has been your 50-cent feature. Now it's time to move on to Joe's Reddit reviews of the week.
And we have a special one this
I'll
week.
just say, and this one has confused me because
So-
as you can see, well, not yet. Why? Oh, there we go. If I can get to it. Please let me go to it. All right, apparently that's the fit. There we go. Technical difficulties. Here is the Reddit reviews this week. Why do I have a 5 and a 4 here? And now I'm bringing up the script.
James, you're
Gosh,
hacking
dang it.
Google. Don't
All right,
hack
there we go.
Google.
Oh, I'm hitting the Windows key, not Control. All right. What is this week's? So Reddit reviews, Joe picks out a certain subreddit that we then go through.
The reason
and
why
review.
they're a 10 this week is because this subreddit is only text. There's no images to investigate. There's no videos to watch.
Oh,
So I figured we'd go through extra things. The subreddit is, we've done it before, shower thoughts.
oh, we have done that before.
Yes.
Wait,
And
so why? I still don't understand why you have 10.
because they're going to be faster because they are
Oh,
only text. There's no
okay.
images or video.
All right. So these are shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts. Just weird things that
All
people
right.
think of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't pull this into its own separate tab. Let me just do that real quick. All right. Life would have been a lot better if we could choose how much time we slept and immediately fell asleep, like a video game mechanism from Skyrim, Witcher, etc. I have often had that thought. No lie, that is a legit thought. I will give that an upvote.
Oh, brother.
Well, okay. What? Any thoughts on that one, Joe?
It's pretty good. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, number 2, handwriting. The 10,000 hour rule for mastering a skill does not seem to apply to the neatness in handwriting.
Hey, James, want to hear a pun?
That seems true, though, doesn't it?
I have first-hand experience with this one.
Wow. That was a great one, Joe. That was fantastic. You could say it's noteworthy.
I love it.
All right. Where do you... Oh, man. Where do you want to put this one?
I put that one above the sleep one.
Okay. Pencil. The pencil to eraser ratio is really too optimistic. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Unless you buy the mechanical pencil where you can extend the eraser.
No, but even then, it's Oh no, I see what you're saying. The extendable, okay.
Yeah. I put that one at the top.
Really?
No, I'm at the bottom.
Oh, I said
they're wrong. I meant the bottom. I accidentally said the top. I meant the bottom.
Yeah, that one's a meh. It's okay. What's true? Which one's true? There's just a true.
Probably the handwriting one.
Oh, yeah.
Unicorns and giraffes.
You want to read this one?
On paper, unicorns are more believable than giraffes.
Are they, though?
I would think so. Think about it, what a giraffe is. It's a creature with a ridiculously long neck.
Yeah, but...
Meanwhile, a unicorn... I mean, there are narwhals, and those exist, and they have, like, the horn sticking out, even though it's really just a tooth.
I just had a shower thought. What if rhinos are actually unicorns? Just fatter.
See, there are other creatures with horns, so, like, that... Why can't there be a horse with a horn? Meanwhile, giraffes are their own special thing,
I guess.
Really long necks.
Yeah, I guess.
I put that at number 3. It goes above the pencils, but not above the handwriting.
Okay, yeah. All right. Giraffes take 2?
Yeah, more giraffes.
Giraffes must take forever to vomit. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I can. That's pretty good.
That goes at the top right now.
I don't think they take forever, but yeah, that's yeah. All right. Sigh. A sigh is just a backwards gasp. Oh, yeah. And to top it off, they convey the opposite emotion. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty interesting.
I put it at number 2. It doesn't beat out the giraffes.
Right, giraffes vomiting is pretty funny. Like, that's just a funny visual. Reusable rockets. You got this one, Joe?
Okay. Rockets are more reusable than straws these days.
Oh man, that's so true. Except aren't they coming out with No, well, okay, hold on. I'm going to dispute this one. Because what about metal straws?
That's true.
I actually saw some metal straws the other day that you could purchase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put it...
But where do you want to put this one? That's
4.
Number 4. Under 10,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Water. If you water, it grows. Whoa. Facts, bro. Facts. It does.
I put that at number 1.
Over giraffes vomiting?
Over the giraffes vomiting.
Fair. You got this one. Development of the U.S.
Yep. The colonies were beta. The Declaration of Independence were patch notes. And the Louisiana Purchase was a DLC.
Oh my word, that's fantastic. So was Alaska another DLC expansion?
Yeah, that'd be the Fire and Ice expansion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that at number 1.
The Civil War update.
The Civil War.
Oh man. Okay, number 1. All right.
Number 1, yeah.
And aliens. If people in the 1930s saw movies today featuring aliens and spaceships, they would likely think we were using real-life aliens rather than CGI. Really? Would they?
I would think so. Because they didn't have CGI. The only way you could
I mean, I guess. Yeah. That would be weird.
By the way, apparently giraffes actually do not vomit. They regurgitate from one stomach to the other since they have 4 stomachs.
So they never vomit?
Apparently. But what if the first stomach in the line of 4 was to vomit?
Well, and maybe that's why it takes so long, because they vomit into one stomach and then into the next and then into the next and then out to the first one. I've got to think that they at least vomit.
Oh, it's like a cow where they chew their cud.
Right.
So they vomit it up, chew it, and then swallow it back down to the other stomach.
But if they get sick...
If they get sick, do they vomit and they have to feel it going all the way up their really long neck?
Oh, that'd be awful. That'd be the worst. All right, where do you want to put this one?
That's going to go at number 8.
Number 8. Yeah, this one. All right. All right, and those are the Reddit reviews. So,
all 10 of them.
In last place, we have the pencil eraser ratio is really too optimistic. So we need more erasers on our pencils. In 9th place, we have if we could choose our sleep, life would be so much better. Or when we sleep and asleep immediately, life would be so much better. In 8th place, we have the aliens being shown to 1930s citizens. In 7th place, yes. In 7th place, we have the unicorns being more believable than giraffes. In 6th place, we have Elon Musk's rockets are more reusable than straws. In 5th place, we have mastering a skill does not seem to apply to Joe's handwriting. In 4th place, we have a sigh is just a backwards gasp and shows the opposite emotion. In 3rd place, we have another giraffe one talking about vomiting and how it takes too long. In 2nd place, water does grow. And in 1st place, we have the Game of America being continually updated from beta to new purchasable DLC. Fantastic.
Louisiana.
These great shower thoughts. Thank you, Internet, for blessing us with such memes.
Thank you, showers, for causing people to have these thoughts.
Oh, yes. Thank you, showers, for having people. Whatever it means. Whatever it comes down to. So that's going to wrap up our show for today, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time, and while we weren't completely prepared, we sure had a fun time going through those Reddit reviews. That 50 cent feature was sure interesting. And I look forward to sharing the rest of our vacation with you through my main channel.
Yeah, you
Jansen.
can actually see video of it rather than just talking about
Go
it.
check it out. And once I have that video live, I'll be sure to link it in the description down here as well, so you guys can go check that out. Any other final thoughts, Joe?
Not off the top of my head.
Yes, we are going to. I'm going to try to get the rest of the clips and gaming episode out for this week tomorrow. I am really tired right now. It was a long trip.
It was.
And I just need to crash tonight. So I'm going to try to get everything up and done by tomorrow. That includes the Basement Brothers clip from the last show, and then also the gaming episode that was supposed to go up today. Those two will be up tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Friday, as always, we'll have that 50 Cent feature ready to roll.
By the way,
Yes.
this week's gaming episode is probably actually going to be 2 parts.
Oh, yes.
Because
maybe.
there was more content than could fit into one episode.
So you may get a bonus gaming episode next week.
Bonus gaming episode.
Yeah. And
Asking
then
Your
coming up
Series.
next for gaming episodes will be Dungeon Defenders 2. And we had a special guest for that one.
Special guest.
So be sure to check that out when it comes out. And we will see you next week for a new month, right?
April.
In April. We'll see you in April for the next show of The Basement Brothers. See you next week, folks.